Now we're going to move on to some millennial phrases. Let's see if we can understand, if I can understand my own like phrases, or that I guess our age group like grew up speaking during like middle school and high school days, or even in college days. So the first one is, what do you think it means when somebody says Netflix and chill?
Oh, like friends with benefits. Like you're going over to Netflix and chill.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what it is. Like, I don't think it literally
Like you're
means,
hooking up.
yeah, I
No.
don't think it literally means let's sit here and watch a movie. That's what I originally thought. Like, let's sit here and watch a movie, or and just have a good time, just cuddling or whatever. Like, I think it's a little bit more than cuddling. Okay, so what do you think sorry not sorry means?
Sorry, not sorry. Oh, that is like I don't want to say antagonistic again, but that's like saying, yeah, I'm jokingly validating your feelings. Just kidding. I'm not really sorry about that. Like it's very sus if you're saying that to somebody.
Yeah, I think that's very true. It's almost like, yeah, you say something, then you kind of take it back right away. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost similar to like when somebody says not to be rude, but and then they say something very
Yeah.
rude. It's almost similar to that
Yes.
kind of vibe. So yeah, so I think yeah, that's kind of what sorry not sorry is like. It's like you want to say it without hurting somebody's feelings, but then you're gonna take it back because you really meant what you said in a way. So I guess the next one, what do you think swerve means?
Swerve. Like I feel like that's why do I keep thinking these are all compliments? Like that's a good thing. Like swerve, that's so swerve. I don't know. I'm thinking of it in a basketball sense for some reason. It makes me think of like the swoosh and the net, but that's definitely off par.
I know when I think of Swerve, like I feel like a few years ago, I used to hang out with this girl. She always, every time she even had hand movements during it, she said Swerve, and I was thinking like,
You do it again, Joel. Do it
and she
for
said
the podcast.
Swerve. I,
Oh my gosh.
I think I don't know if it meant like I don't even know what it meant. It almost meant maybe I could be wrong. I'm about to search what this means, but when somebody was like, when she used to do that, it almost meant like all right, like all right, like crap. I don't even know how to explain it.
Like
Uh,
change directions. Like you're going
yeah,
wrong in this area.
yeah. I start thinking
Hilarious.
almost like, oh boy, please, or oh girl, please, swerve. But let's see what it means. Okay, swerve means is it means you're in the wrong lane, metaphorically speaking. When somebody requests that you swerve, they're saying, what on earth? This is when somebody requests that you swerve, they're saying, you're not welcome here. Get lost. Leave us alone. Swerve.
Woo!
Okay. I
I
wonder if
have to
that's,
say your tone and your hand direction really sold it. Like if anybody's confused on what it means, you just have to do that.
yeah, swerve. So,
Love it.
so, okay. So the next one that I have is, what do you think it means when somebody's being salty?
Ooh, they're being bitter about something. So like
Yeah.
something went wrong and they're not for it.
Yeah, I think bitter is like the perfect word to describe that. It's like somebody's being very like upset about a situation that happened that maybe didn't go their way, probably. And yes, I'm like, oh, you being salty about it. So yeah, I think salty. Listen, that was a pretty easy one. This one, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can explain what this means, but what do you think it means when somebody says the struggle is real?
Ooh, the struggle is real. That is like agreeing with you that you guys are going through the thick of it. Like you're going through a hard part or a challenging, like part of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's a very good, explanation of it. It's like, yeah, like, oh, like I can tell this is gonna be a challenging like moment for you. This is gonna be a hard moment, or even if you're the one going through that hard moment, yeah, you can be like, oh yeah, the struggle is real. Like I haven't had no sleep all this, for weeks and weeks, if you're in that situation, or if you're about to take some really hard exams in school, it's like, oh yeah, the struggle is real, like all the studying and So yeah, so I think we got that one pretty easy. Okay, so the next word, what do you think it means when somebody is thirsty?
When somebody's thirsty, I think that means like they're single and they are looking for something, like they are in need and they're willing to take what they can get.
Yeah, I think that's a very good like term. I feel like nowadays people like using instead of thirsty, they're like you're dehydrated. It's like, oh dang, we're stepping it up. It's like we're stepping it up a level here. We're talking about
Ooh,
dehydration now. So it's like, yeah, you're really desperate. Like you'll just take anything to get what you need. Like when it comes to, I guess relationship or like we talked about hookup, unfortunately. So like I think yeah, like you're basically yeah, you're the thirst is real. So I think that's what yeah, thirsty means. Okay, so the next one that I have, what do you think it means when somebody is being called a troll?
a troll. It's not a good thing. Like you're trolling through the comments. Like you're just being a hater. You're drinking the haterade.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very like perfect explanation of what it means. Is yeah, like someone that's hating on you or someone that's, always commenting negative things on your
Yeah.
post. So yeah, that's a good one on troll. So the next one is basic.
Oh, 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 oh. Basic, I feel like it's being outused too. Like that's so basic. So basic is basically because you like something, it's like a social norm or society standard. Like, why are you gonna judge me because I like pumpkin spice lattes in the fall? Excuse you. I don't want the label basic, but I want to enjoy my pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I love that example
Yeah.
because I think that's like, especially with like white women, they think, okay, they think pumpkin spice, they think, when it's that time of the season, get that pumpkin spice out because as we know, these white women are gonna be going wild over it. These basic white women is what they want to call it. It's like, yeah, why is it not okay to just, to like what you like? Like, what's the problem with that? So, yeah, I think you had a perfect explanation. Like, anything that's in the social norm that, like, everybody else seems to like, it's like, oh, yeah, that's so basic. Like, you're just doing the ordinary kind of thing. So, that's good. So, the next, um, the next word is what do you think it means when somebody calls you bae, BAE?
Bae. It's like boyfriend, girlfriend, like you're my bae.
Yeah, yeah, that's what of course that's the answer to that one is yeah, boyfriend, girlfriend, or instead of bae, some people like to say boo. So like I started thinking of Chris Brown's song. I forget the name of it. At the front he's like, I need you, boo. I gotta see you, boo. So
Love it.
okay, so this next one, I know what it means, but it's like very hard to explain. So what do you think on fleek means?
On fleek, like on point. Like that is so on point. Your eyebrows are on fleek, like top notch.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's see. I think yeah. Right when you explained it, I was thinking, oh yeah, that is what it means. Like I feel like I remember hearing that. When somebody says, especially, it always seems like it comes to eyebrows for some reason. Everybody's like, oh, you're. It's like yeah, your eyebrows are on fleek. You like that. It's like on point. Like it's nicely done, I guess. So yeah. So I think that's a perfect explanation of that. Okay. So I only have about 10 more left. So the next one is what do you think a clapback means?
Ooh, ooh. So that's like when you're ready with your comeback. So when they give you like how we were talking before, like they're giving you that sorry, not sorry, you have your clap back ready.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a very good comeback to like ready like as soon as they're done, like are you finished? Because I'm ready to like to clap back. So yeah, I think that's a good one. So that's that. Okay, and then the next one is what do you think it means when somebody says that's fire? Like it's something's like fire.
That's awesome. That's lit. Like it's like throwing it back to lit. Like they took it a notch higher. That's fire.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think it's like something like, oh, like this is really great. This is really good. So, and I even had lit in here. So, like, they basically mean the same thing. Like, it's, something that's like like when somebody even talks about like a good time, like, oh, this is lit. Like, this is, I guess like, and then like fire is like, oh, we're taking it up another level. Because when I think of something lit up, I think of like a candle. But then when you think of a fire, you think of, you think of something
Yes.
really big. So, so yeah, fire and lit, like, so yeah, they kind of go hand in hand some way, but fire is a little bit more intense and out there. So, okay, so the next one that I have is, what do you think it means when somebody is being ratchet?
Oh, being ratchet. Like they are, I'm trying to think of a way to describe this. They're being a way, they're being a behavior or a way you don't like. I don't know. What is your definition of it?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Like when you are maybe being you're bringing kind of like negative attention to yourself. Like maybe you're being very disruptive and you're being very. I might want to look this one up because I don't I want to make sure I don't say nothing that isn't accurate, maybe. So I'm gonna try to look up
Yeah.
what does it mean to be ratchet because I don't want to say something and everybody be like, that's not what ratchet means. So so let me see. I think I had it down here. Okay. I guess like it says that like when it comes to ratchet, it was created to describe a woman who can't keep it together, but it's involved to embody pretty much anybody whose personal or professional life has gone off the rails.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wouldn't have described it that way. Like with the
Yeah.
way I've heard it used so often.
Yeah, I know that's what I was thinking. Like maybe I've heard before, like when it comes to like hairstyle, like maybe I hear, oh, that like that looks ratchet. Maybe like it's all messed up
Yeah.
looking, and but besides that, like I would have never thought like the
Hmm.
way they explained it, that's what it truly means. Okay, so the next one I have is, what do you think it means when somebody breaks the internet?
Breaks the internet. It goes like viral. So like it's going famous. Like with Kim K. Remember she like I feel like that's where the slogan came from. Is that one photo shoot of hers that broke the internet.
Yeah, yeah, that's a very good, answer is like it means like somebody that has like gone viral, somebody that's, like where this thing is like spread it across, the whole internet, the whole kind of world, you might as well say that everybody knows about it kind of thing. So yeah, that's a good one. And it's funny that Liza, that you mentioned that because I was looking down here what it means to break the internet, and the first thing it talks about is the Kardashians.
Because I
So
think that was where like it literally was on a magazine that, and it was all like it just didn't start out on the magazine. Like it went viral, the photo shoot, and then the magazine coined the term or like started the term broke the internet
yeah, so yeah, that's that
from what I can remember.
you were like right on point with that. Well, you were on fleek with that. I'm just gonna.
Why, thank you.
All right, so the last five we were down to. So this next one that I have, what do you think it means when somebody is being a humble brag?
A humble brag. Ooh, very contradictory or contradictory. Um, so like you're applauding yourself, but you're doing it humbly. Like you're giving yourself kudos that you need.
Yeah, I know, Leslie, you said it. I like you said it's very like it's just it's almost like an irony in a way because it sounds like the total opposite of like what it is. Like it sounds like you're bragging about yourself, but it's like doing it more humbly than pridefully. I'm not unless I'm not sure. So I'm gonna read off what this means. It says right here. I guess so. Yeah, it says when you want to share how fantastic your life is, but you don't want to be that guy who brags that his life is fantastic, then that's when a humble brag comes into play. So it's like just a dose of modesty or even self-deprecation. So it seems like your intent wasn't so gloat. So, hmm.
So like give them a part of your life that's falling apart first or not doing so well before you go into the good stuff. That's what
Yes.
I'm getting from it.
Yeah, I think that that's kind of what I'm getting from it too. Is almost like you don't want them to think like, oh, your life is so perfect, but then here's a good thing that's happening in my life right after you say the bad part. So I don't know. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's an interesting one.